What you mean and what you say, 'cause to me this ain't a game on the court or in the rain.
The new World Heavyweight Championship was revealed by the Chief Content Officer, Triple H. And before we get into that, I would just like to say, anybody that ends up seeing this video, don't be shy. Get involved in the comments. Let us know, who the hell do you think would make the best first ever inaugural WWE World Heavyweight Champion? I know there's a lot of names out there, but give us some realistic, reasonable ones. Let us know who you think would make a good world champion. But Sammy, let me know. I know you got a lot of thoughts about this, but what do you think about the title being introduced? How it was introduced, and do you at least think there's an upside to it depending on who wins it in the first couple of storylines around it?
wait, hold on. This is reinventing the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, right? Because somebody,
right.
He's already held that.
Right. That's the feeling I get that they're basically.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure because I was like, yo. I didn't know whether they were gonna consider it like a brand new title or they're just gonna add to the record books.
Yeah, I feel like I got the sense that he was basically saying that he's adding to the World Heavyweight Champion's lineage and record. That's what I. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, that's that. And honestly, I think it looks, probably just as good as the big gold flat one.
Yeah, it's impressive. Yeah. It looks like a modernized version, updated version of it.
It looks just as good. I think it's good. It's bringing like a real, boxing type feel with the
real talk
way the title was, placed and formatted, and I like the segment too. I think it was a hell of a segment. You know what I mean? I just think, they're most likely, if I had to pick, I think they're most likely going to either give it to a Seth Rollins or they'll put a little tweak and make Drew go heel and give it to him.
I like that. I wasn't expecting that. I like that. I didn't think of that. In
terms of name value, I think that's probably the only two names that they could probably pass it on to. That's actually full time and ready to work day in, day out.
Yeah.
Those two guys. I can't see anybody else doing it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And Drew McIntyre just got drafted to Raw, so that's totally realistic and not out of the question. But honestly, go ahead.
If they give it to him, I think he has to turn heel and change up. I don't think
it's tough.
I don't think they could let him do it the way he is. He's been like this for too long. I said this a while ago. I think he's been, too clean and cutter for too long.
No, I understand what you mean. I don't know if it's a heel turn. I wouldn't be mad at a heel turn. He'll make it work as a heel, but he needs something. At the end of the day, he needs something to get us talking. He needs that shot in the arm to let us know, like, yo, I'm revitalized. I'm doing something new with my career, and I'm taking a new direction here, and I'm trying to get the juice back. So I wouldn't be mad at that.
He does.
But the first person that came to mind, honestly, when Triple H made the announcement, was honestly Seth Rollins. And to be honest with you, here's a guy who's given us championship caliber feud after championship caliber feud after championship caliber match, but because Roman can't lose right now, he hasn't been able to, fight for a championship that's worth his level. And I think he's one of the main guys that has kind of accidentally been suffering because of the length of this reign with Roman having both belts. So he is definitely deserving, and I think realistic as the favorite. He's probably the favorite. But now that you say Drew McIntyre, it would make all the sense in the world. Hell, they make the perfect feud. Their styles are perfect. And Seth's a baby face right now that's actually clicking on all cylinders. So for Drew to come and revitalize himself, if he was to be that bad guy, I think we could have a fresh good guy, bad guy dynamic. But I know, I think the best route with this championship to make it start off special is give it to somebody like proven, like one of them. You need someone proven or credible to kick it off. But is there, out of the rising stars, Gunther, Theory, do you think they could be dark horse options? Gunther's on Raw now.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, because the thing is, you can't give it to these people because everybody technically doesn't know them yet.
Yeah,
they haven't made a strong enough mark for the mainstream yet. Seth has.
Yeah.
Drew has, technically.
Yeah.
After that WrestleMania he did, like, he has. So these guys right here, maybe towards the back end of the year, maybe that's when you pass it on to them if they're in complete form by then you could just be like, here, run with it, Theory, or here, run with it, Gunther. You know what I mean? Possibly, but not anytime soon.
Yeah, and I think until Gunther officially loses that Intercontinental Championship, he's gonna have to focus on continuing that dominance. So, but I definitely think by the back end of the year, by next WrestleMania, he'll start having matches with top guys. I believe, and he'll start getting there. But yeah, I think I'll agree with that. I think the first couple of champions has to center around credible guys.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, maybe I would have said an AJ Styles, but he got drafted to SmackDown. We could touch a little bit about that, but a Randy Orton that comes back, guys like that.
And there goes the mistake in the field that I think Triple H made, because I felt like he could have. I don't think it's a mistake bringing another title into the fold, but I feel like if he waited towards the back end of the year, you would have a whole pool of contenders that you could just pass it to with zero issues. Right now, there's a lot of issues outside of guys like Drew and Seth, because you look at somebody like a Randy Orton, I don't think you could let him touch this title for the simple fact that he's probably not going to be here week in, week out anymore.
I don't think he necessarily would need to win it, but he would need to be in the fold fighting for it. I don't know if he would have to win it.
Yeah, but that's what I mean though. Like, because with this other title, you have to treat it a little bit differently than you're treating the title with Roman. You can't just let one guy stronghold it the whole entire.
No, it's true. And I think that's the point that he was making. Like, yo, this title's gonna be any show, anywhere, any pay-per-view. You're gonna have to highlight it harder. Like, you're gonna have to bring it.
And you know why he's doing that, David? Because he knows right now he got a lot of talent that's not in full form, but in terms of certified talent, that's the part where he needs to stack the deck up a little more. Because think about it, they would have never did this 20 years ago. They would have never did something like that 15 years. Let a title go anywhere, anytime during a brand split.
No, he didn't say. I think he made it clear that this is going to be
exclusive.
Raw exclusive. Yeah, but it's gonna be any Monday Night Raw, any pay-per-view. I don't think it's good. It's definitely not going to bounce back and forth. I think this is the opposite. I think they're trying to get back to the ruthless aggression, harder brand split.
Because last time they didn't respect it.
Yeah, right. I think this is Triple H's way of saying, I'm trying to finally start my own way of reinforcing it. And in that respect, I'm not mad at it. That's why I'm most happy for it. But I kind of was entertaining this in my head, and I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm not ruling it out. Would a dark horse candidate to win this what would get the world talking the most? If I'm thinking about getting people talking.
Let me just grab some. Hold on one second.
Yeah.